No say nada, we'll go with the flow. No say nada, we're making it so. No say nada, we're free as a bird. No say nada, we're off to see the world.
And then to like, once I did my trip, because I did a trip across Canada, once I got the van all set up, I decided I'm going across Canada, 4 months across the country, totally changed my life.
I want to do that.
That's
so bad.
Yeah, that was my intention.
Oh, let's go.
Getting into my, yeah, absolutely.
I'm in.
I'd love to, travel with somebody.
Right?
Especially somebody as free as you.
Right.
If we'd want to, like, go off somewhere and then we just arrange to, okay, we'll test each other later.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right?
Day or
Like it's,
two or whatever.
Yeah. That would be fabulous.
Right?
I've been wanting
I was
to find
supposed
somebody to do that.
I was supposed to go back across Canada again
Okay, let's go.
in 2019 when that summer I booked up when I booked my weeks off holidays.
Yeah.
I booked it to go across Canada.
That me
was
too.
the
I was going too. Yeah.
And because I was like, I'm doing this again, and so I booked the time. I had the leave, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, you're not.
You ain't going. You ain't going nowhere. Thanks, Bob.
So bad. So yeah, it sucked. But I mean, it did give me an opportunity that last summer to kind of explore more in BC.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
spent time in the Kootenays and the Shuswap and all that kind of stuff too, which was lovely. And I honestly, BC is one of the most incredible provinces. I truly think you could almost spend your whole life just traveling around different parts of BC.
Right? Absolutely.
Like it's
because there's so many parts for me anyway that are so beautiful, and I want to revisit.
Me too.
Because 2 or 3 days in that spot just isn't enough.
Yeah,
right?
I totally agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's a different world. There's so many different worlds in BC itself.
Right? The mountains, the sea, the snow,
The desert.
You've
the
got
forest,
everything here.
everything.
Oh, I know.
Right?
And I mean, like you look at the difference between, like being on the island is so different than, being from the Okanagan.
Yeah, that's why I want to get off. It's beautiful. And we could explore the island for years too.
Well, exactly, right?
but part of me wanted to, explore the Okanagan,
Well,
southern
further,
BC, because
yeah.
it's such a different world, right? Just
And the
never got
Shuswap
there.
and the Kootenays.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
northern BC, I haven't even started to explore, other than, Haida Gwaii,
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
other thing. I want to get to Haida Gwaii.
Yeah, that
It's
would be
really
nice,
incredible.
too. Yeah, you'd probably catch a ferry from Prince. I think you can catch a ferry
you
from
can.
Prince Rupert, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you totally
Okay,
can.
and that's
It's
a
quite
beautiful.
long ferry,
The
isn't it?
the Buckley
think so.
Valley is gorgeous. Like from Prince George to Prince Rupert is beautiful. It's just awesome. 'Cause I lived in Mackenzie for 10 years, so that's kind of north of we.
The only thing restricting the northern part is the time of year you can travel.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, I would go like I would probably leave mid-August and plan on being back mid-October.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, to do northern BC. That's what
Not
I do.
even earlier. Like not even.
Well, you can, but it's then you're into the tourist season or whatever.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's,
yeah.
So just
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
okay. We'll catch the tail end of the tourist season and whatever, and then have the whole month of September to just bomb around.
Yeah.
Because there's no flies. The flies are a huge
The
issue.
flies and the mosquitoes. Oh,
Huge issue.
One reason I haven't gone to the north is
Exactly.
because of the mosquitoes. It's like they can ruin your life, literally. Like
I've
literally.
spent a lot of my life in northern Canada, right? So it's something that. But I mean, I went up to Hay River just outside of.
I was there once when I was a teenager.
Yellowknife Hay River.
Yeah.
Oh man, the rocks in that river are freaking phenomenal. There's all kinds of artifacts. It's just amazing, the rocks in that river. But that was the first time I'd ever bought one of those nets. because I
For your
couldn't.
face?
Yeah, because I couldn't
Oh.
even breathe, and I was sucking in mosquitoes.
Oh, yuck.
And we were there at a retreat at a camp,
Oh.
right? It was like,
Yeah. Zen meditation.
right.
Zen meditation is to let those mosquitoes bite
I am-
you and not be
I am
bothered
one
by it.
with the mosquitoes.
I know. And then you have to keep on meditating to get rid of all the poison they're putting into you. So you don't swell up like a balloon.
Boy, that would be the ultimate test.
Right? It was,
zen
let
can
me
you-
tell you.
Then you'd have to have a little net for your nose and your mouth so you could breathe.
Yep, exactly. Yep. So I went and bought that hat, and I spent a lot of time around
A little
mosquitoes.
mask, but with
yeah.
that mask.
Yeah.
So you
Right?
could breathe.
Mosquito mask.
Oh man, it
that's
was
funny.
that was brutal. We had a gazebo there, and that's where we were doing all our sessions. We had a couple of massage tables in it, whatever.
Oh,
So we went and got some screen,
Yeah.
and we wrapped it all around
Oh, you have
and
to.
stapled it because it was like
Getting a massage among the mosquitoes.
right. Can you even imagine? Right?
The
Sorry.
massage person is
Sorry.
Just do the whole thing
is
like
a
this,
massage.
right? What do you call that? Is that rolfing? No, rolfing's the rolling.
yeah,
but
yeah,
there,
yeah.
there is somewhere they slap
yeah,
them each
yeah,
other.
there is. I
Yeah.
can't remember what that's
Oh my
called.
goodness.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was interesting. Spent a lot of time around the fire.
Yeah. Yep, a lot of time. I can imagine that. Yeah, because the fire is really good for the smoke and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, tends to keep them away, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. In northern
always
Alberta, we always built our smudges and we wanted to be
yes.
outside in the milk pails. And then cut off the tree branches.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Funny,
Didn't
hey?
go outside, sit outside very often. But
The things you have to do to live in Canada.
we're blessed around here. There's so few mosquitoes.
Oh, I know.
People
it's
get
awesome.
bugged by these two or three mosquitoes that are around
Oh.
here. I always tell them, this is nothing.
This
you don't
is
know what mosquitoes are.
nothing.
That's been the amazing thing that I've really noticed coming over. And you know what? Even the Okanagan is really not that bad for mosquitoes,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
it's quite good. I mean, there's different times of the day
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
or like just
Yeah.
before, just at dusk.
And if you're around a swampy
Or-
area,
yeah.
or
exactly.
where you are,
But for the
too, yeah.
most part, and honestly, like over here, I'm just amazed. Like there's no bugs. I'm like in the Okanagan, wasps. Oh my God! Sometimes you're just bombarded with them in some
What's
areas.
going on? There's no wasps this year.
Not very many, you're right.
What is going on? Why are we not
And
having
all
any
through my whole
wasps?
front long
The heat.
trip.
Don't you think it's the heat wave?
Oh, okay. Probably. Maybe.
Right? Because you got to think about how. I bet you when
It's
it
the
starts
heat?
to cool down,
Yeah.
you're probably going to get an influx of them. Because honestly, when you think about the heat wave and the drought, right? Like we literally have had no rain.
Well,
Right?
exactly, right?
For what, since
I can't even remember.
June? Mid-June.
Yeah.
But like usually August is
Well, you
the
can
worst
count
for
how
them,
many days in the whole summer that we've had rain.
right?
And of course,
And nothing big rain.
Nope.
just
No, it's
sprinkles,
just
right?
enough to clear the air for a couple hours.
No hurry, no worry, the name of the game. No say nada, we'll go with the flow. No say nada, we're making it so. No say nada.